Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Mide, the one and only. And you guys are back watching another episode of the Midday Show. Whoop, 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 whoop. Have you guys missed me? I know. But guys, I am not going anywhere ever again. I have found the perfect studio that caters to my needs. And I will be here every single week, giving you the juice, the sauce, and everything in between. Okay? Now, I know we've missed a lot, but before we get into it, you guys know I have to set the scene. We've got to get a drink going, get jiggy with it. So I'm going to call my darling, if you could just pass me the champs. You know we do this in style. Okay? Pop that champagne, honey. Yes, pour it. Lift it to the top. Don't be stingy with the champagne, the champagne. Thank you, darling. Ta-ta. Don't you just love a glass of champagne on a Friday afternoon? I certainly do. Hope you guys have been amazing. Hope your weeks and months that I've been away have been great. I know you guys have been watching me on Off the Record. Don't forget to go like, follow, and subscribe over on that channel. But let's get into it. I'm here to give you guys the hot topics. We're going to be doing dilemmas. We're going to do fit check. We're just going to have us a good time because life is too short to have a stick up your ass. Okay, that's my motto in life. So let's get into it. Okay. Welcome to this part of the show called Fit Check, where we will be going through all the details of my outfit, head to toe, darlings. Now, I got this little number at Zara on sale for £12. Like, excuse me? As you can see, it's doing wonders for my body. Pow, pow. I've decided to pair it with just some any tights. My favorite court heels. I absolutely love these heels. I believe they're from Zara as well. These gloves are from Mani Devoir. They came with a dress, but I thought it goes really, really well with the outfit. The jewelry is from Pretty Little Thing, recently purchased. So as per usual, I'll link everything in the description box below. And my glasses are from Pop Spec. If you guys don't know Pop Spec, they're like an individual frame company, but they do like all of these like worky lenses and frames. And it's just, I love it. So yes, this is the look, very inexpensive, but it gives what it needs to give. Oh yes, and my hair, this hair is from House of Hair. You guys know I always rock extensions from House of Hair. It's a sew-in with minimal leave out. And it's just a bit of midday, isn't it? She a baddie. She a baddie. But she classy. But she classy. Okay. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think of my outfit. Because I know I'm slaying. This dance here is dedicated to my producer, Kevin, because he's Congolese. Just wanted to add that in. Bye, guys. Welcome to this part of the show called The Gist, where we will be going through everything that is happening in our community, whether it's locally, nationally, or globally. You know me, guys, I'm going to give it to you hot, raw, and in the best way. Let's get into it. So before we get into the current affairs that are happening right now, there are a few things that I want to touch on that I've missed. And I feel like, why not give my opinion? So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is young Philly. Like, I know his trial or his court date or whatever it is still going on. And I feel like I need to chime in and give my 2 pence. Now, I'm really, really gutted that this happens with young Philly. I will be real. I'm a huge fan of his. I think he's hilarious. I think he's very likable. And the fact that this is happening is very disheartening. Now, obviously, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. It's obviously he said, she said, whatever. But what I don't like here is the fact that people build up a reputation for themselves, or they build up like, you know, a personality online. And then within 1 second, it just comes crashing down. And I do believe that this is a lesson, especially to men. Obviously, we don't know what exactly happened. We don't know like I said, we don't know what happens. But I think this is a big lesson, especially to men. You guys need to stop thinking with your penises. It's never that deep. Because there was no need for him to go on tour and do extracurricular activities. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was actually no need. And if you're going to put yourself in certain situations, you have to make sure that you're covered. Do you know what I mean? Maybe get an NDA. Maybe sign some sort of... ask for consent. Like I said, I don't know what happens, but I just think it's really sad that this has happened in a split second. My prayers and love is with young Philly, though. I love you. The next topic that I want to talk about, again, it's not necessarily a hot topic, but I want to talk about C. China. Now, first of all, I love C. China. I think she's absolutely stunning. I love her music. Actually, let's backtrack. I don't love Peggy. Like, I'm not in love with the song, but, anything that degrades men, I'm there. So I like the vibe that she's going with, whatever. I kind of want to talk about people's... So basically, Ice Cream she went onto a podcast, I believe it was Winner's podcast, and she was basically talking about it, saying how the lyrics are rubbish and the lyrics are this and that. And I was just kind of like, every generation has had their version of C. China. Like, we had Kaya. Is it Kia or Kaya? She's like, my neck, my back. Like, we've had people like Missy Elliott. We've had, well, not Missy Elliott, but we've had people like Foxy Brown. We've had Lil' Kim. We've had the Nicki Minaj's. So I don't really understand why when C. China comes along that there's an issue. Because, like I said, every generation has had their version of that, of women kind of like over-sexualizing themselves, playing into that narrative that men put us in anyway. So can I say that I don't agree with what Ice Cream was saying? I wholeheartedly disagree, actually. And there's a part of me that's kind of like, she's a bit... I don't want to say like upset that her music isn't necessarily making the strides that she would want, but that's kind of what it was given. And I love Ice Cream, but that's just the energy that it was given. Leave C. China alone. She's killing it. She's doing whatever she needs to do, regardless if she's pegging someone's dad at the back of the bus. It is what it is, right? Okay, now let's get into the current topics. Now, I love me some TikTok. On January the 19th, TikTok announced that was the day that it was going to go dark in America. It went dark for all of 2 seconds and then it came back. Apparently, it isn't fully on Americans' phones yet. They have to actually access it through the website, but they're back. I don't know why they were scaring people. In my heart of hearts, I didn't believe that it was going to go, because how can you take TikTok away from one of the biggest continents in the world and one of their biggest markets as well? Do you know what I mean? It's like, how you finna make your money? Because the UK is tiny. Obviously, you've got African countries and other places like that. But realistically speaking, America is where they make their most money. Now, Trump swooped in, saved the day, allegedly, and they are back online. I cannot do TikTok without the Americans. I love them. They're the most hilarious bunch of people. They make the best content. They're so unhinged and they just give us good energy. Do you know what I mean? Are we going to see them back in full swing? Hopefully. And yeah, that's that with TikTok. There is a show out on Netflix at the moment. If you haven't watched it, what the heck are you waiting for? Young, Famous, and African. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. But let me tell you something about Young, Famous, and African before I even get into the depth of that show. When I say glamorous, when I say fabulous, when I say exquisite, those people on that, all of those individuals on that show were giving looks upon looks upon looks. Swanky being number one. Swanky has my heart. Because one thing about me, I love a look. I love it when people come together and they give an extra. They're giving, I'm here. They're giving, it's all about me. If you haven't noticed, that's my energy. So I'm in love with it. But yes, first of all, I'll start off with the negative, just because I have a lot of positive things to say. So I'll start off with the negative. In terms of the editing of the show, Netflix, this is just my 2 pence. Obviously, who am I? Just a lady on the internet. Obviously, you don't need to listen to me. But I do think it was poorly edited in terms of a reality show. Now, because I'm a reality TV goddess, I'm just in love with reality TV. When people are having arguments and they're fighting and they're going back and forth and saying, you said this, we're going to need clips. We're going to need you to insert the clip of what they're actually talking about so everybody can follow. I feel like that was the negative part of the show because it was just kind of like, what is this person talking about? Do you know what I mean? Aside from that, fantastic TV. My favorite character on the show, I don't know if I have a favorite actually. I don't have a favorite. I have so many favorites. My favorite villain of the show is definitely Diamond. That man plays fuckboy so well. To the point where I was like, Mide, if you were in this situation and Diamond was running this game on you, would you have it? Now, because I'm not fully healed, I'm not gonna lie, I'll have it. I'm not gonna lie, I will have it, okay? But I don't think I will have it to the point where I'm getting pregnant for the man. That's taking it too far. Wrap that shit up. I'm not getting pregnant for no man that is telling other people that, no, I'm just having a good time, like we're just smashing. No. But I feel like, obviously, Diamond is not the best looking. In my personal opinion, he looks like a rat, but he's a saucy rat. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a confident rat. And this is why they say confidence will take you places. You do not have to be the best looking person. You don't need to be the creme de la creme. If you've got confidence, you can get anything you want. And that is why Diamond is winning, because he believes in his sauce so much. That's why I keep telling you people, believe in your sauce. When you believe in your sauce, nobody or their dad can tell you otherwise. And that is the example that we have of Diamond. Diamond is running so much game, yeah, that even me, I believe him. I'm not gonna lie, I will have it because I genuinely believe his sauce is so exquisite. Annie. I'm not going to go through every single cast member. I'm just going to talk because I haven't finished watching it. So I'm still going to talk about this next week. Annie. Do you know what? Yeah, I feel sorry for Annie. I'm actually at the point now where I feel sorry for her. I feel like Annie has been through so much and she has a lot of trauma and she's displaying that trauma right in front of us. She is crashing out so bad to the point that there has been allegations that she's substance abusing, she's taking drugs. And I'm not going to say I don't believe it because on the show, she's twitching a lot. She's like just, doing a lot of this and whatever. It's just it's very worrying to see. And the saddest part about it is also the fact that the person that has created the trauma, i.e. her cheating, scandalous husband, is the person that she runs to seek solace from all the time. She's gotten to the place where she's so deluded that she's lying to the viewers saying how, Tubaba, Ino didn't have those kids on me. Babe, we've got evidence from season 1 where you said in the first episode within the first 20 minutes that he cheated on you and had 5 kids on you. And now in season 3, you're changing your story saying he didn't have those kids on you. You forgot what you said. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm all for ladies being like, my man, my man, my man. I'm a lover girl. I get it. But when you take it too far is when you're now doing my messiah, my savior, the air that I breathe is okay. Annie, release yourself. Release yourself from the shackles of Tubaba. Because that man, I'm sorry to say, he's just using you as a doormat because he knows you're never going to leave. But who am I? Just the lady on the internet. What do I know? It's not my business to be talking on married folk. But the fact that you've made it public knowledge, obviously that's why I'm giving my opinion. I do wish Annie all the best. I hope that she gets the counseling and the help that she needs. Because also the victim mentality that she plays is very annoying. One thing about me is I can't stand somebody that plays the victim. When you're throwing stones, you're putting your hand in fire, and then you come back and you're like, why is everybody against me? Girl, was it not you that was saying horrible things about people, talking about people behind their backs? Hello, hi. Let's get it together. Now, before I move on, I want to say if there are any tailors watching this, can we collaborate? Because I need to be serving the young, famous, and African looks every week. I need to be giving you guys bam, bam. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. And I am your head bitch in charge. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Shout of the month, actually, goes to Aaron Pierre. That's my husband. Aaron Pierre. That's my husband. Aaron Pierre. That's my husband. Aaron Pierre. That's my... Anyway, let me keep it PG. I'll keep that for me and my man. So, shout out to Aaron Pierre, first of all. Me and my daughter went to go and watch Lion King, and obviously the movie's not just about him, but that movie, number one, if you haven't watched it, it's absolutely sensational. Like, I just loved it. It was so good. And for those of you that don't know, it's basically a origin story. So it gives us like the prelude, if that's a word. If it's not a word, correct me. But it gives us like the introduction of Lion King. So how Mufasa's journey came about and how Scar came about, etc., etc. It's absolutely an amazing movie. They have so many different like gems from it. Good songs. One of the best songs being what did you say about my brother? That's not a straight, that's my brother. Like, no, me and my daughter sing that every single day. It's such a good movie. And obviously the star of the show, Aaron Pierre. That is a fine black man. That's a black king right there. That's a black king right there. Don't get me started. That's a black king right there. My goodness. Compose myself. God damn. Feeling a little bit jiggy. You get what I mean? Let me tell you something here. I'm not even... This is not me being colorist, but I'm not even into light-skinned men. I don't know. It's just never been my preference. I just love a chocolate man. But Aaron Pierre, you can get it. Hey, Aaron. I'm also from South London, so we can bond over that, you know. I'm not a fan of Croydon, but I will go to Croydon. I will get on that train. I will move to Croydon. I will change my postcode for you, Aaron. I heard rumors that he's married to a white woman. If he is, like, obviously, congrats on that. But if you're not... Let's move on. And also, before I move on as well, I just want to say a big congratulations to Miss R Fabulous. Congrats on your baby girl. Welcome to motherhood, honey. And the reason why I'm saying congratulations to her in particular is because if you guys know her story, she's got PCOS, she's got one fallopian tube, so this is a miracle baby for her. And honestly, like, the journey of motherhood is not an easy one, but it is the biggest blessing that you will ever embark on, in my personal opinion. And for her to have all of those kind of like setbacks essentially and still be able to have her miracle baby, like, I'm so happy for her. So shout out to her as well. Okay, let's move on. Now, the majority of you guys know that I am a very seasoned woman. I have been through so many things. I have got a lot of life experience. So why not answer some of your dilemmas? So if you guys have any dilemmas that you would like to send me, be sure to email info@themidayshow.com and I will be happy to give you my advice. Okay? So this is from a beautiful young lady. I'm just going to read this out and then get into it. Hi, Midday. I love your show. I just want to say that I love watching you and I love everything that you're about. How cute is that? By the way, guys, whenever you send me messages, make sure you have a good greeting. Because if there's not a good greeting there, I will skip past your message because were you not raised right? Manners. You greet people well, okay? No, I'm joking. So I'm seeing two men at the moment. Just for a bit of context, I'm 33 years old and I've had a very, very fun dating life. But I'm seeing two men at the moment. One guy is very unserious, but he is very, very fun. And the other guy is so boring, but he would make a perfect husband. What? I'm not really sure who to pick because I want to get married, but at the same time, I want to do one more for the plot. Do you think that I should go with the guy that is unserious and keep the other guy on the back burner? Or do you think that I should just hurry up and get settled? For context, I don't have any children. I've never been married, but I do want to be married at some point in the future. Now, one thing about me, guys, when you send in dilemmas, I'm never going to sugarcoat this. I'm going to give it to you raw. 33 years old, as much as, you're not an old woman, but you are seasoned. When you've seasoned that chicken and you've left it in the fridge for a while, you're seasoned. For a 33-year-old woman to be saying, should I do it for the plot? Is a bit worrying to me. You can have fun, you can live your life, you can do whatever pleases you. But if you have a good man that is boring and wants to marry you, why wouldn't you go with that? Why would you be entertaining somebody that you have said with your own mouth is unserious? Because you want to do it for the plot. How many plots will you have? How many plots do you need, my sister? All the plots that you had before, it didn't give you sense. It didn't give you, it didn't pressure you into thinking that, hello, I need to wrap it up. For me personally, the conclusion that I'm coming to is that you yourself are not serious. And that's fine. That's fine. If you're not serious, you have to be honest with yourself. You need to look in the mirror and say, hello, baby, are you yourself serious? Are you yourself ready for marriage? Because for me personally, it's not given that you're ready for marriage. It's given that you still want to be a baby girl. And if you want to be a baby girl, be a baby girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? But let me give you a few harsh truths. I know that we live in a society where they tell us, ladies, you've got so much time. You don't need to worry about your eggs dying or anything. You've got all the time in the world. I had my first child when I was 98. That is not the rule. That is an exception to the rule. Now, I'm just going to give you a few scientific facts. Not to pressure you, not to make you scared or anything, just facts. This is unfortunately how God made it. When you turn 30, your eggs start to die. I didn't make it up. When you get to 35, you are now considered geriatric when it comes to pregnancy. Not saying that it's impossible, but that's just what they call it. When you hit 40, your eggs are virtually dead. When you hit 45, they say that it becomes naturally impossible to have a child, meaning that you will have to go through IVF unless you have like a miracle baby. Now, considering that you're 33, you're now in the era where your eggs are dying. Again, not my words, guys. This is just scientifically proven. I would assume that you'd want to wrap it up. No? I would assume that you would want to start to make better decisions, unless you're just not serious and you don't want to be married in any way, shape, or form. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Now, this is not me saying that you should just pick any Tom, Dick, and Harry and just marry them all. That's not what I'm saying, because take it from somebody that has had a child with somebody that... Anyway, God is good. I'm not saying have a child for just anybody. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that at this stage in life, you are 33 years old, you need to start making better decisions, because there's a saying that the decisions that you make today show up in 5 years' time, 10 years' time. So whatever decision you make today, that's going to be your reality in 5 years. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you want to be stable, if you want to have a good life, or if you don't want to be going through turmoil, maybe you're addicted to drama. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but maybe you're addicted to drama. But if you want to have a stable life, I think it's better that you pick the person that is ready to marry you and ready to make an honest woman out of you. And also, boring doesn't, like, I think because how you're saying it, it seems like you like the thrill of it, you like the drama and whatever. So maybe this guy isn't boring. Maybe he's just not as, like, dare I say it, toxic as you would like. But remember, boring is stable. Boring is stable, my dear. Somebody that will give you stable finances, stable love, stable home. And you too, you can spice it up when you want. Wear, different type of things. Anyway, I'm not married, so I'm not going to tell anybody how to spice up their relationship. But go to different people. There's so many people that are married that have been married for years. Ask them how they're spicing up their relationship. But I do think at the age of 33, baby girl, you need to get it together. Wrap it up. That's just my opinion. I can't take the donkey to the river. It's up to you whether you want to take the advice. But I do think doing it for the plot at 33 is quite absurd. So I'm going to start giving you guys Midday's motivational moments. And here's something for a lot of you guys. Now, I am a firm believer in confidence. Confidence is not something that you grow overnight, but if you work on it and you really want it, it's something that you can achieve. If you see somebody in all their fabulousness, i.e. me, and you think that, oh my God, this girl thinks she's so nice, or this person thinks they're so nice, that does not take away from your fabulousness. Just because I'm fabulous, it doesn't mean that you can't be fabulous. Do you understand? So when you come online and you start spewing hate and you start saying, oh, this girl thinks she's all that, she's this girl, da, 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 it just shows how insecure you are. You're not reading me for filth, because you can never do that. It just shows how insecure you are. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be the best version of yourself. I want you to be fabulous as well. Because you trying to bring me down is never going to take away from my fabulousness. It's impossible. I'm just that girl. Let's give it a moment. I'm just that girl. I love myself so much that it's virtually impossible to try and bring me down. So you just need to work on your esteem, which I'm happy to help you with if you come to my confidence classes. More details to follow. But you don't need to try and bring somebody else down to try and make yourself good. It just shows how much you don't like yourself, how insecure you are, and internally that there are some ugly things happening. Do you understand? So if you want to be fabulous, I can give you pointers, but you don't have to spew hate. It's very ugly. Quite frankly, it's disgusting. Yeah? So be fabulous, everybody. My fabulousness does not take away from yours. That's my motivation of the day. Okay? Fantastic. Okay, guys, so that is it for the show today. I hope you guys have loved the show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to write whatever thoughts you have of the show. Put it down in the comments below. Let's get a conversation started because I am here to stay. I know a lot of you guys don't want me here, but I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. So make sure that you send it to your friend, your auntie, your uncle, your brother, your cousin. Send it to everybody. All right, let's get the word out that Midday Oni is about to take over the world. Okay, guys. Have a fabulous week. Love you guys. Bye.